Two. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Dixon here with MLM Monday, and I'm excited to have a good friend, actually my brother-in-law. He's account executive on our team here at Nax, Marshall came with me on the call.
How you doing today?
Awesome. Marshall saying hello for our live stream. We wanted to come on the call today because we know that a lot of our clients, you're all in direct sales, network marketing, MLM. A lot of times you write scripts for your salespeople when they're out there connecting with people. And we just found that there's kind of a critical piece that's missing from a lot of people's scripts, and wanted to talk about it today. Most of you write the body of, how to connect and create curiosity and get attention. But the part that you miss for a lot of salespeople is handling objections or even complaints that come up in the sales process of what are the possible things people could say afterwards. So I brought Marshall along with, so we wanted to talk about a couple of them today. So Marshall, here's the first one I know people ask about all the time. What would you say to somebody if they said, I don't have enough money to buy your product at the end of your presentation?
Money, wow. That must be really hard not to have enough money to have a business of your own to create your own dreams, isn't it? It's a big one, guys.
This is funny because Marshall's response is the first key one I would do too. If your business is $299, $499, $20,000, whatever your business is, what does it feel like to not have enough money to be able to take advantage of this business? And sometimes there's an underlying complaint that's in there. It's actually that they're not sold yet, right?
Yeah.
If they're saying they can't scrounge up $399, to promote a business,
they just don't want to give up that money that they've earned hardly to get to the new business that they have.
So what does that tell you about the way you've been presenting your business? Not even worth $399 or $99, right? So that's a good one to think about.
You got to look at yourself in your presentation.
Mm-hmm.
The next one we're talking about is time. You want to take this one, Ben?
Yeah, well, time. This is funny. When people say, oh, I don't have enough time to do your business, right? I always think, once again, I'll go right back to what Marsh started with earlier, is what does it feel like to not have enough time in your life to be able to take on a new venture, right? Because a lot of people want more time with their kids or their family or other things in their life. And if they don't have enough time to take on the new venture, they probably don't have enough time to get to a baseball game for their son or go to violin recitals for their daughter too, right?
Right.
And so with that one, it can just be challenging them to, hey, what are you going to change in your life so that you have more time? Or, once again, they might not be sold yet on what it's actually going to feel like to do your business.
And this one can kind of go back to the money too, Ben, because if they don't have enough time, maybe they are spending all their time trying to make money at a job, and it's a perpetual cycle here. So you gotta break out of that cycle if you really want to do great things.
Yeah, or get paid what they're worth, right? Maybe
Exactly.
They're trading all that time for pennies and stumbling over those $100 bills they could be making in a home-based business opportunity. One of the other things I think about as well is, what does it feel like to build your business? Like many of you who watch the show may have systems like the stuff we put together here at NAXA. And at NAXA, we have systems all the time that allow people to make a huge impact in just a few minutes or half an hour a day, right? And so maybe you even need to look as a company at your systems of how much time should someone be spending on the business, and what should it feel like to share, present, enroll other people. If you haven't seen some of our videos on the speed systems, check those out, because that's another big key with time. One I always think was interesting when people would say it, I want to throw it your way, is knowledge, right? People will come up and say, well, I'm just not smart enough, or I don't have the knowledge to be able to be successful in this arena. I don't know if I can do this. What would you say to someone that says something like that, Marshall?
Of course you don't have the knowledge, Ben. I mean, you're just getting started off in the business. You're not going to have the knowledge. You got to work with us. You got to gain knowledge. Just like riding a bike. First time you rode a bike, I bet you had training wheels. You fell right over if you didn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just natural that you're not going to have the knowledge. That's just an excuse. It's a scare tactic. They're scared of starting something new and pushing themselves to some limits. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I love when you tell someone something brand new and they say, well, I don't have that already. And you're like, well, of course you don't have it. It's brand new, right? So it's like the same thing when someone says, oh, it's not in our budget. I say, of course it's not in your budget. You just heard about it a minute ago when I told you about it, right? So now you have to decide if it's valuable enough to be in your budget. Just like learning this new experience of being in a home-based business. Oh, you don't have the knowledge of doing it? Well, we all started in the same place. Marshall started as a baby on the hospital table. I started as a baby on the hospital table, right? We all started at the same place when God created us. And what do? We chose to learn different things in life, right? So that's why I take knowledge as well.
If you kind of look at it from like, say you're buying a computer,
Yeah.
and you tell the salesman, well, I can't have that computer, I don't have it.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of look at you and be like, well, of course you don't have it. You need to get it. And that's what we're talking about here. Knowledge is like buying computers. You're not going to get it until you get it.
Yeah, and you got to actually go do that. You know, one of the last ones, and this one's really good, I think we should touch on for them, that a lot of people will say is they'll have some sort of a question and they'll say it a lot of different ways. But at the end of the day, they're saying, I'm afraid, right? So they hear your presentation, they're going through learning if they should do this themselves, and it's something to do with fear. And one of the things I always think, Marshall, that's important for people to get is that usually when they're afraid, there's some backstory there. You want to ask them about that. You want to dig into that pain a little bit, because that's going to show you the real thing to overcome before they're going to join you in your opportunity or your company, right?
Sure.
So one of those things you might do is just ask about it. Is and call it out for what it is. You know, truth will set you free. So you call it out and say, hey, sounds like you may have had a painful experience in the past. Well, can you share? Have you ever been involved in your own business before? Did you have a business partner in the past? And then you just go quiet and you let them talk, right? I mean, Marshall, you're really good at that. You ask questions and you go silent with people. I tend to talk a lot. Marshall's really good with that. And what do you find when you just let them talk, Marshall?
You find out really what they're looking for, what they need in life. What they just talk. You find the pain, and from there you can really adapt what you're trying to have them see to what they need.
That's a really good point, because it could have been everything from the CEO wasn't a person of integrity from the company we've grown in the past to our systems didn't work, we had some technical glitches, or they changed the recipe in the product and the protein powder didn't give us the benefit it used to my mentor never called me back and left me high and dry.
The product was too expensive.
Or the product was too expensive, right? All these excuses, right, that you hear people say, right? You won't know how to solve that fear problem for them until you take the time to listen, right? And let them tell you what it is they're struggling to overcome. That's good. Well, gang, I hope you enjoyed today's MLM Monday session. I really hope that you go out and do something with it. You know, with the stuff that you're learning and checking out here on MLM Monday, we want you to actually create results in your business. If you need help with resources, if you run a direct sales company or affiliate marketing company or party plan company, and you're looking for more resources, reach out to Marshall or I and the team here at Naxon. There's over 25 of us now here ready to serve you. And we serve over 40 clients in the niche and just love what we do on the backside. For all of you that are distributors out there, go out there and be a professional and change people's lives with the opportunity you've been given. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
See ya.